Today I'm opening and tasting the Canadian Club 12-year-old classic blended Canadian whiskey, seasoned in char-treated oak bourbon barrels. Rich and smooth aromas of vanilla, mellow wood and spice with hints of butterscotch. 40% alcohol, so slightly more alcohol than the Canadian 1858 that I've got here. I'm going to guess it's going to have a similar flavour, but maybe it's a little bit more butterscotch than the 1858. On the back, Canadian Club Classic is aged for 12 years in charred oak bourbon barrels. Well, hopefully that'll give it a bit more of a smoky flavour. Delivering aromas of vanilla, mellow wood and spice with hints of butterscotch. Our award-winning whiskies are made with the same attention to detail used more than 150 years ago. To this day, our perfected Canadian rye recipe relies on traditional pot stills and our finest quality grains. So I bought it in the bottle shop. It was in the box. So let's open up the box. So there it is out of the box. Clear bottle. If you compare it with the 1858, the 1858's actually got a tinted bottle, so you can't really see the whiskey clear, whereas this bottle's clear. So I'd say it's probably a darker whiskey than, certainly darker in colour. Nothing extra there. Same thing there. Right, nothing extra. Unlike the 1858, this has actually got a seal on the outside. The 1858 just had a screw top seal. Let's break this one open. If I can. Can't see anywhere where it's going to break easily. There we go. That's fine. Cork top. So I think, yep, it's corked rather than a screw top. Certainly looks darker than the Canadian Club. And on the nose, immediately, I think it's a more complex whiskey. That butterscotch is definitely there. Perhaps a little less spicy than the 1858. A little less on the vanilla and more on the butterscotch. Finish is about the same, I would have said. I don't think it lingers overly long. But that butterscotch, definitely, the butterscotch builds on the finish as you let it sit and you sit. Like right now, the butterscotch is really starting to become really present. Fairly smooth, sweet in the mouth, and yeah, certainly not the less spicy than the 1858. And the 1858 had a little bit of spice. It wasn't overly spicy. I think this would be quite an easy starter for somebody who hadn't drunk a lot of whiskey. Particularly if they, that butterscotch keeps coming back with the finish. It just keeps building and growing. So if you've got somebody who likes butterscotch, I think that this is probably not a bad whiskey to start them on. It's not overwhelming though. It's sort of just sits in the background of the whiskey. Yeah, I don't mind it. That vanilla's building again. So you're getting that butterscotch and the vanilla sort of competing in the background on the finish. Anyway, cheers.